he's getting it now.
Hey everyone, welcome to Metal Customs. Today we're out here in the paint booth and we're back on the 73 K10 project. Last we had done on this, we sprayed sealer on the cab and then checked it. Had a couple little spots that I had to fix, as you can see here. And I got that fixed. I got the whole truck sanded down with 600. So now what I'm fixing to do is fire up the paint gun with some more of the black sealer. And I'll get like this spot here, a couple of little spots where I sanded through with the 600. I had to fix a couple of little spots on that door over there and we'll reseal them. And I got a lot of the other parts sanded and cleared. Well, my guys got them sanded and cleaned and hung them up in here. We can go ahead and get sealer on all of these parts as well. Now that way I get a lot done in one time. See, I got a bunch of parts laid out over here as well. But yeah, that is the plan, man. We have got, move this out of the way. Same stuff we was using before. The Auto Paint HQ Sure Seal urethane primer sealer. This is a 2K. And I'm just going to mix it to regular 4-to-1 ratio. Not going to add no thinner to it. And it laid down really nice on the truck when I've done that before. Using my little Spectrum, what is that? The Black Widow. Yeah, the Black Widow. Yeah, but that works. Works great for laying down stuff like this here. But let me get everything mixed up and crank up some air. And we'll spray some of our black sealer. Alright, well, we've got that all done. Doesn't look too bad at all. Just wonder how many runs I got. Man, it seemed like I was just trying to fly through that. Why, I don't know. And the glove box is what I'm concerned about. These miscellaneous parts, not so much. Glove box looks fine. Reckon didn't rush as much as I thought. Of course, this is the top of this piece. This is what you're going to see. Of course, all this stuff gets painted, guys. Pretty much everything you see here is going to get painted the Brandywine, except for like that bracket, these two brackets. This get painted black. But then brackets get painted black too. We got all of these covered pretty good. Yep, we'll let this stuff dry probably the rest of the day because it's a little coolish. And then flip it. Then tomorrow try to get the other side. But yeah, so far, so good. We have everything done. The truck's been washed. The whole paint booth has been washed out. I got the whole truck wiped down. Michael and I did with Windex. All I like doing is taking a tack rag and loosely going over everything. Just that little bit of insurance, you know. And then we'll be ready to shoot. I think what I'm going to do on this is get the interior shot first. We're looking at 3 coats. And then shoot the outside of the truck. I think that's the way I want to do it. Of course, we've got a bunch of miscellaneous pieces. What paint are we using and what color? Let me show you. Yeah, pardon the background noise. I got the heat on, trying to get the booth up to temperature. I want it around 70, 75 degrees. So I'll crank the heat up to 80, so that should maintain. But, of course, our auto paint HQ, and the color is Candy Pearl Brandywine. Yes, this is a beautiful, beautiful color. If you've seen earlier videos, you've seen where I've shot it already and done a test piece and took it out in the sun. It turned out really nice. We're using the medium reducer in here, and this will be the first time I get to use my new gun. I bought me a DeVelvis Finish Line. Yeah, man, that's pretty, ain't it? Which now, you know, I've been using this Black Widow for a while. But I wanted something that sprayed a better atomization and just done better. And from my research, this DeVelvis Finish Line is a good gun. No, I could not afford the top line DeVelvis, that, what is it, DVG-1 or whatever. That's out of my realm of money. But I think this one right here would do us real good. I'm going to shoot a couple of insignificant spots to get her dialed in. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. Let's let the booth get up to temperature, and then we'll get to shooting the inside of this. And then when I start the outside, I'll crank up the camera and let y'all see some of that. Guys, this is a good week later. There's some spots that I didn't like. Particularly on the doors. Had some weird spots. Just didn't look good with the base color on there. So I come in here and I resanded the doors and the roof with some 1000 and I wet sanded. Then we come in here and of course cleaned it all up real good. I wiped it down several times. And then I come in with some black sealer, as you can see, and resealed everything that I had sanded with the 1000. The sealer turned out pretty good. I mean, I'm happy with it. I don't see no scratch marks or nothing coming through it or no weird things going on. So I think we're good to go. I'm fixing to mix up some base, and hopefully today we can get this thing based and cleared. That is the goal. I did fix that one spot on the inside where I hit it. on the lower dash driver. So I got to make sure to get some base on that and blend it over into the rest of it. Besides that, I mean, this is looking pretty good down through there. Yeah, I'm not seeing any major issues or anything anymore. But, guys, this kind of stuff happens. Once I spray, give me about 2 coats of base on there, I'll be able to tell. That'll really tell off if there's another bad spot or something. And sometimes, I mean, I don't care who you are, you just don't catch them. Unlike other people that show their paint jobs, I'll tell you if I run across something that's odd or weird or I don't catch. I'm, you know, really transparent on this stuff. But yeah, let's get the base mixed up. I've got the heater cranked up. Humidity's looking good. Let's check what everything is. I'm a shade over 70 degrees. Humidity's 75. So I don't want to shoot over 80. And that clock is wrong because that battery is dead. But the other 2 things don't rely on battery. But yeah, we'll mix and shoot. Come back from lunch, everything looks fine to me. I'm going to recheck it here in just a minute with a tack cloth. Sometimes I'll take a tack cloth and run over because you get just a little bit of overspray dust, I call it, here and there. So sometimes it's a good thing to do. I went ahead and brought all my parts back out so I can get them cleared. Now I've got the Auto Paint HQ. I'm using the super wet Euro clear coat. I like this stuff. It's got a nice shine to it, and it's a really tough product that's going to last long. And like I say, it's a 2 to 1 mix ratio. But you can also hit this with up to 20% reducer. So what I do on something like this, guys, is I'll put down my 2 to 3 coats of clear with the regular mix. And then that last coat, I'll put me maybe 5 to 10% reducer in it. I feel like it helps everything just level out a little bit better. But I mean, what works for me may not work for you, so don't take that to heart. That's just the way I do it. But let me get everything mixed up and ready to go here. And like I say, I'm going to grab me a fresh tack rag and just run over that ever so gentle and lightly, and then we'll get shooting some clear, and we'll have this thing looking really, really And there we have it. I just laid the last coat of clear on. And man, let me tell you something. Yeah, we ain't gonna eyeball the accessories. I mean, they look nice. Don't get me wrong. That front piece looks nice. But look at that door. Of course, like I say, it's gonna sit here and cure overnight. Some of the orange peel will lessen. And there again, guys, this is a everyday driver paint job. This is not a show car paint job. But I think it turned out just awesome. And I mean awesome. Like I say, we'll get to see it really, really good in the morning when everything's dry and cured. But that sure is a pretty color. I can't even see the roof. Maybe y'all can if I hold the camera up here. Yep, I'm just too short. But that's the way it goes, right? But I'm happy with today's work. I got all these pieces done as well. I mean, that's just one pretty color, man. Yep. Alright, we're going to let this thing sit here and cure overnight. We got the heater set at 70 for here. And that way it can cure slowly. And hopefully, between curing slowly and putting that bit of thinner in that last coat, we won't have no big solvent pops or anything bad like that. And this thing will look good right out of the box. So yeah, let's let it cure. We'll come in here in the morning and investigate. Well now, this has had plenty of time to sit up and cure well. And like I say, it looks pretty good. There's just a bit much orange peel, and I've got a little bit of overspray here and there. Nothing major. But what I think I'll do is when I get a chance, back this thing out and just take a fine buffing compound and go over it, and we're going to see what it looks like after that. I think that will do the trick. Alright, sorry y'all, I forgot to bring the camera out here. I was just so into my work. What we've done here, like I said earlier, I wasn't happy with the way everything laid out. So we come out here and water sanded everything with 1000 grit. And then I touched up a couple of spots with a little bit of paint, very few small spots. And then I waited a while, come out, run a tack rag over everything, and laid the clear to her. And man, let me tell you, I am not disappointed in that. Look down through there. Yeah, this is still a little on the wet side. Oh, I can see myself. Ooh, monster. But yeah, and the roof, of course I can't get that high, but I will raise the camera up so y'all can see it. Yeah, it turned out good. I will admit I made one small mistake over there. I do have a run that I have to sand out. But, I mean, that happens, right? But I'm just saying, taking that bit of effort with that 1000 water sand and re-clearing, I put 4 coats of clear on it this time. I've got no dry spots or anything like that. Yep, there's that run. And the paint and clear just really jump out at you. Look at that reflection. Yeah, not bad at all. I think the customer really liked that. We'll see when he comes down Saturday. Now guys, I've said this before, this is a everyday driver paint job. Now from here, if you wanted it just, you know, more show quality, super slick, you could water sand this down to 3000 and buff it and just have that glass look to it. And I'll see what he wants to do with it. And another thing, getting it outside is going to tell us a lot. See, today is Wednesday. Let it sit in here, maybe Friday. I don't think it's supposed to rain. Hopefully there's some sun out. Maybe Friday we can push this thing outside. And that'll tell us what we really need to see. But for now, so far, so good. Well, everyone, I think that'll wrap this one up. We did get a lot done. After this is set in the booth and cured out, I'm really happy with it. Like I say, we got a couple of them little runs that we need to take care of. No big deal. I'll get them knocked out. We'll get them sanded and buffed. Be no problem. But as far as an overall paint job, the old truck looks pretty good. If y'all want, go back, look at some of the earlier videos of this truck and see what we started with. And there's a big, big difference. Because right now, like I say, the old truck does look pretty good. When they get all the other pieces painted and get this thing assembled. That, of course, be in some future videos. But like I say, for now, let's wrap this one up. And I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you would, please, throw us down some comments. Hit us up on Patreon and or that super thanks. And like, share, and subscribe. Again, appreciate it much. Till the next one, we hope that everyone has a fantastic day.